Hey everybody, welcome. This is Vaughn Greathouse, Greathousefinder.com. Today, I'm back with Jonathan Arnold. How you doing, dude?
Thanks for having me again, man. I look forward to this.
You really do?
We have a good time.
I like it. No, and I had to come back, you guys, because John always has great content. You're in the industry, you're moving, you're grooving. So I wanted to come pick your brain in the aspects of appraisals. Now, home values are something that everybody's got an opinion about. Everybody wants to dip in and say what it's worth. Jane says it's this. John says it's that.
Zillow's estimate.
Realtor.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah. And
everybody's got it.
They always have something to say. I just wanted to get your perspective because you deal with a lot of appraisers. And I always tell people your house is worth what a ready, willing, and able purchaser will buy it for based on their abilities. A lot of times it comes back to the mortgage lender as far as what they do. And I want to first, before we get into all that, what is an appraisal? Like, in your opinion, what is an appraisal?
Well, to your point, a property, if there is no mortgage and it's a cash deal, is worth what somebody's willing to pay for it, because who's going to tell them that they can't pay that for the property? Right? The only time that it becomes an issue is when they're getting financing.
Okay.
And that's where it's really important to get people to understand that an appraisal is exactly what you just said. It's an opinion of value that's taken at a snapshot of time.
Okay.
Right? And so, what a home appraised for even 6 months ago is virtually arbitrary. Right? To a bank or lending institution.
Okay.
Because they're looking at a 3 to 6 month history as far as what they want to see on that appraisal report from comparable sales.
Okay.
And, so it's a snapshot in time.
Okay.
What that market is doing right now.
Right now, today. No, and I appreciate that because, dealing with a lot of people who dealt with the '08 market crash and things like that. Now it's a different era of time. We have different values on homes. Some people look at state equalized. I just double the state equalized value. What are some of the things that an appraiser, from you working with them, what are some of the things that an appraiser is looking at that makes up the actual value that they lend out?
All the time, we've got clients that come in and are telling us, when we're asking the question of, they're going to sell their house, what do you think it's worth? And there's a house that sold down the street for X, or there's a recent sale that we know of for Y. And the challenge in understanding how those values are, how they come up with the values is understanding what actually is comparable to the house and what's not. So one of the main components is similarity that they're looking at. They're basically taking recent sales, usually in the last 3 to 6 months, and setting them right next to the property that they're appraising, and they're adding and subtracting as it relates to value.
Okay.
Your house has a 2-car garage, this comparable has a 3-car garage.
Okay.
But another component of that is the proximity. They want to see, they need to use sales that are close by, that have similar attributes in terms of the neighborhood, in terms of the schools, in terms of the location. A busy road is not comparable to a cul-de-sac. Now, it might be that that's the only comparable sale that's really available. And so they're going to have to adjust for that, right? That cul-de-sac's going to get a premium over that busy road.
I see.
Right?
Yeah.
And so proximity and similarity. And the rules change based on the environment. A rural property, that appraiser can go a lot farther in terms of radius than an urban or suburban property.
No, that makes sense. And a lot of times it's just really what you have today, what is it worth today, things that you can do. What about things we can do to improve for when they do, the appraiser does come out? Are there any things that we can do to kind of prep for it?
Absolutely. And there's low-level stuff that doesn't really cost a lot of money. And the gist of what that stuff involves is just getting your property up to snuff. Right? Like if you have painted surfaces, all the surfaces should be painted. And if there's missing paint, you gotta put some paint on it. Everything needs to function. Right? And then you can go up to improving the types of material that are in the home, you know, Formica countertops versus solid surface countertops.
Okay.
Everybody could think of an example of a home that has high-end finishes versus a home that has more like spec house type of basic finishes or whatever the case. And you know that that custom high-end finished home is probably going to draw a premium as it relates to the appraisal. Well, if you make your home like that custom home, that's going to increase the value.
Got it.
The tricky part is kind of figuring out where you're going to get the biggest bang for your buck.
Okay.
Now, there's two sides of that coin. It's where you're going to get the biggest bang for your buck in terms of attracting buyers that really like those improvements appeal to them.
Got it.
And then how does it actually translate as far as the appraisal is concerned?
Got it.
If you are adding bedrooms and above grade square footage, you are getting the biggest bang for your buck.
Got it. Okay.
And adding a 7th bedroom to a 6-bedroom house, it's
Not so
gonna,
much.
no. Adding a 3rd bedroom to a 2-bedroom house or a 2nd bedroom to a 1-bedroom house, we're talking a lot of increased value. It takes it into a whole nother category of homes to compare.
No, that's awesome. I think a lot of it is because some people say they put 20,000 into the house, they automatically supposed to get 20,000 back, and it's like I want to be very open and honest with a lot of my clients to let them know, you know, this home value in this area based on your $20,000 spent, because that I think is the biggest fear a lot of times as well.
Biggest advice to the clients out there, you know, thinking about doing something, talk to your realtor, talk to your mortgage lender before you go and sign that contract with the contract. Find out where you're going to get the biggest bang for your buck, so you can be more intentional and strategic with it.
Got it.
Especially if you're doing it to try to get the value.
Yes, that's right.
I mean, usability is a totally different thing. But
I get that.
At the end of the day, what we really want you to know is that we could take the same house and we could have 5 appraisers appraise that same house. And if they didn't have a purchase agreement or something guiding them on what the value needs to be, you're not going to get the same value. There's going to be every single time.
No, and I'm sure you've seen it too. So I really appreciate you, John, for coming on and giving this information, because it is so useful, because people want to maximize the money. They want to get as much money as possible. So when they're doing that, having this information ahead of time is very valuable. So again, I thank you. How can we get a hold of you if we want to?
It's my pleasure, man.
We're thinking about buying or selling. Or
best way to reach out to us is asking us a question.
Asking a question.
Check us out on applywithjohn.com, JON.com, and ask us a question.
Okay, got it.
What improvement, is going to get us the biggest bang for our buck? We'd be glad to start that conversation.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. A lot of it is just asking the question, getting the ball rolling. You don't have to make a move, but there is a little bit of anxiety, but we're the professionals to help them make the right decision. So,
knowledge is power. We're trying to fill those information gaps so you guys can make good choices.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Thank you, John. And thank you guys for watching. This is Vaughn Greathouse, Greathousefinder.com. If you're thinking of buying or selling, I will be your guy. I'll help you out. So will John. We appreciate it. You have a great day. Thank you so much.